Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into a skincare treatment that's getting a ton of buzz. It's called RF Microneedling, and it promises to, rebuild your skin from the inside out. So the big question is it really the wrinkle solution people are saying it is? Let's find out.
But first, let's just start with a really simple question. Have you ever had that moment looking in the mirror where you feel like the texture of your skin, maybe some fine lines or old scars, just doesn't match up with how you feel on the inside?
So in this explainer, here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the challenge of aging skin, then we'll get into a really powerful new solution and the science behind it. We'll look at some real results, talk about the timeline, and figure out why you might choose this treatment. And finally, we'll talk about your path to renewal.
Okay, so to really get why the solution is so cool, we first have to understand the problem. What is actually going on with our skin as we get older?
Well, it really boils down to two key things: collagen and elastin. Think of collagen as the scaffolding that keeps your skin firm, and elastin is what gives it that snapback, that elasticity. The thing is, as the years go by, our bodies they get a little lazy and slow down production of both.
And that slowdown gets a major push from a few culprits. The sun? Oh yeah, that's a huge one. UV damage just breaks down the collagen you already have. But it's also things you might not even think about, like genetics, not drinking enough water, and even the simple facial expressions you make every single day.
But what if you could basically give your skin a little pep talk? Tell it to start rebuilding that foundation again. That is exactly where this incredible new solution comes into play.
And here it is: RF Microneedling, or radiofrequency microneedling. Basically, it takes a treatment we already know and love, microneedling, and supercharges it by adding radiofrequency energy. It's like a dynamic duo for your skin.
And that's really the secret sauce right there. It's not just one thing happening. It's two powerful treatments working together at the same time. This dual action is precisely why it's so good at tackling those tougher, deeper issues like wrinkles and skin laxity.
So how in the world does combining tiny needles with heat actually result in younger-looking skin? Let's get into the science, because it's pretty cool.
It all happens in 4 simple steps. First, these superfine needles create tiny little micro-injuries. That alone signals your body to go, hey, time to heal. But here's the game changer. As the needles go in, they deliver radiofrequency energy deep down into the dermis, the skin's structural layer. That controlled heat triggers this massive healing response, telling your cells to get to work and produce a ton of new collagen and elastin.
And that, right there, is why you hear experts call it a breakthrough. It's not just working on the surface, it's literally remodeling and rebuilding your skin from the foundation up.
Okay, the science is one thing, but what about the proof? What kind of results can you actually see, and how long does it take? Let's look at the numbers.
The stats here are kind of mind-blowing. Let's start with this one. Adding that radiofrequency energy leads to a 400% greater collagen boost compared to just regular microneedling.
So what does a 400% collagen boost get you? Well, when it comes to wrinkles, studies show an average reduction of 60% in just about 12 weeks. That is a huge difference.
And it's not a one-trick pony. For other issues like acne scars, we're talking about an improvement in their depth by up to 70%. These results are seriously life-changing for some people. So, what's the journey like? Right after the treatment, you'll probably have some mild redness for a day or two, kind of like a light sunburn. But within a week or so, you start to see this initial smoothness, a nice glow. The real magic, though, happens over the next few months as all that new collagen gets to work, with the best results showing up around 3 to 6 months later.
So, okay, it's obviously powerful, but there are a lot of treatments out there. What makes RF microneedling such a popular standout choice for so many?
Well, if you put it side by side with traditional microneedling, it becomes pretty clear. The RF version just goes deeper, which makes it way more effective for bigger concerns like deep wrinkles and sagging skin. And because of that massive collagen boost, the results also last longer. We're talking up to 1.5 years.
The advantages just keep stacking up. It's safe for all skin types and tones, which is a huge plus. The downtime is next to nothing. It's a fantastic multitasker, hitting wrinkles, scars, and texture all at once. And maybe best of all, the results look totally natural because it's your own body doing the work.
All right, let's pull all of this together. What does this path to renewing your skin actually look like in practice?
So, to wrap it all up, RF microneedling is this amazing, science-backed treatment that uses your body's own healing powers to give you smoother, firmer skin. It's not some quick, temporary fix, it's a real investment in the long-term health and structure of your skin.
But, and this is probably the most important takeaway, this is not a one-size-fits-all thing. You absolutely need a professional consultation. That's where they'll customize everything from the needle depth to the energy levels to make sure you get the absolute best results for your unique skin.
And that really brings us to the final question. This technology puts the power to change your skin story right into your hands. So you have to ask yourself, what story do you want your skin to tell?